We've brought in one of our good members of the brew crew here. This is Marlon, and he's going to learn how to do home brewing for the very first time. We are going back to basics. The good old Cooper's homebrew kit. I've just tasted the cold wort pre-fermentation. I do this, it's one of these little habits that I've picked up along the way, because I've found if I don't like it here, the chances of me liking it down the finished product end are going to be, you know, if I don't like it here, what's the point of drinking it down that way?
Cheers, John. The beer was amazing. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Gary.
Cheers.
Welcome to the bar. Welcome to the what's currently the Three Rivers Brewery. Really, it's my shed, but things are going to get a little bit bigger than this. So this is the recipe that we're brewing today. This is my Duck's Nuts Brown Ale. Sometimes some parts of the brew process looks really tasty, like you can already eat it or drink it, and then other parts, like this one, it just looks like muddy sort of drain water and it doesn't look very nice at all. Let's say that making beer is so much harder than making wine, because when you make wine you have a grape and you let it ferment, but that's all of your flavour, all of your sugar is essentially in that grape, whereas when you put a recipe together to make a beer, you've got hundreds of grains to choose from to work out the malt profile that you want in the beer, and then dozens of hops to choose from to work out how you're going to counteract that sweetness in the beer and give you your hop flavour profile. So that's what they say anyway.
So we've got Daniel and Kieran here. They're not really beer drinkers. In fact, we heard a little rumour that they are more into their bourbons and their whiskies. So we thought we'd drag them down here and get them into craft brews.
If you feel the urge, you feel the need to heighten the senses, you can give the beer a swirl, have a sniff, and then flavours that I can get on my nose and on the palate are some kind of passion fruit, grapefruit, guava type flavours, which I find quite appealing. And yeah, on the tail ale you get a good punch, good bang of bitterness there to sort of round out the beer.
The one that we both like is the wheat heritage beer. It's very soft taste, it's very mellow, not bitter. That's what we both fell in love with.
G'day, I'm Jeremy Samblix. Welcome to my local quarry. Today we're going to be talking about beer styles. This is a German style lager, clean, malty, and using some noble European hops as well. This is a wit beer. Yes. So it's a Belgian style wheat beer. Yes. Seasoned with coriander and orange peel. Yep. So we're moving on to an American style pale ale. Yes. The star of the beer is the hops. So you'll notice there's a lot more bitterness in this one than the first two. Hey, what we have here is a Kriek beer. Kriek is Belgian for cherry. This is actually a lambic, which is a spontaneously fermented beer. No yeast is added. It's fermented using only yeast that's in the air. So basically what we have here is a German style dark lager, more of a toasty, malty, slightly bready sort of flavour. There's a bit of a misconception about stouts that they're all strong, high alcohol beers. This, believe it or not, is actually the lowest in alcohol out of all the beers we have in front of us.
So today is going to be something very interesting. We're doing beer and food matching.
That's correct, yeah. It's a very salty dish, but having the beer with it definitely negates that.
That crisp finish of a Pilsner keeps the palate nice and clean and alive, so you can start tasting a lot of those flavours. I think the winner is the beer, and that takes the edge off the pepper. And the malt's balanced with that char grilled aspect of the steak.
Exactly.
Hello.
Hello there. Hello there. Good evening, guys. Welcome to the Three Rivers beer tasting night. Please come on in.
So we're just about to start one of our tasting nights. As we move towards a proper craft brewery, we run these sort of tasting nights to make sure that people are happy with the kind of recipes that we're coming up with. So the first beer that we're doing, this is the Dog Days Cream Ale. Think of sort of lemony flavours, cream certainly in there. We're starting to get into some flavourful stuff now. This is quite a strange beer if you're not used to it. This is a Belgian wit beer. This is kind of quite a malty beer, but with lots of hops in it, so that they even each other out. So it's quite well balanced. This is Uncle Sam. It's called that because it's an American pale ale. So it's American malts, grains, and it's hopped with only American hops.
Three cheers for Three Rivers. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Thank you all very, very much.
We're down here at wonderful Fremantle. We're at Cha Cha Bull. Something a little bit different tonight. We have Steve from Menu Magazine. G'day, Steve.
I'm Scott.
Welcome to Beer and Brewing, WA's only beer and brewing show.
Beer and brewing? Brew TV.
Brew TV.